We haven't done this in a while.
No, it's you got surgery.
I got surgery. I'm
you
back.
Yeah, you were not looking good when
No,
we first
dude.
brought you back.
No, I wasn't good.
No.
that's why I didn't look good. I was not good.
And some stuff happened. Okay, I'm not sure if you're going to remember this because when you first got back from the hospital, you were about to tell me about how it was. And then I went, wait, save it for the pod. And that was like 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you remember.
Oh, man. Oh, I do. Well, I've definitely told you now at this point. But, I mean, it was like the thing that I... Oh, and you opened the window, dude. Thank you for doing that.
Of course. Because it's hot. And
it's hot. It's humid.
When we first conversed post surgery, we had a lot of comedians in this room, and it smelled.
Yeah, dude. It was there. Okay, there's a lot of things. Nothing more because the surgery was like 10 days ago, right?
Yeah.
Nothing made me more grateful for my group of friends. Like it was so because just a bunch of comics came over and would come and hang out, which was so sweet. And nothing made me realize more how much I don't hang out with women. There were no girls at all.
No,
it was just a constant stream of the fellas. I became so aware of how much women are not in my life.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was so fun because it was all dudes all the time.
It was a real male energy.
And all the time. I mean, Anna, the one lady.
Yeah.
She got me soup and Gatorade and all these things. And then collectively of all the fellas, they brought one bag of tangerines.
Yeah.
They were like, please be better.
No, but I mean, there was probably 13 tangerines in there.
Yeah, dude, I did. Yes.
So that was a tangerine to get you through each day. You would still have some.
Yeah, dude. We do actually.
I mean, there you go.
But that very first day, it's also tough because the hernia is was in my abdomen or whatever, and so afterwards, when I would get it hurt a lot to laugh.
Yeah.
And unfortunately have funny friends, and they can't turn it off. That's another thing. They otherwise would be in silent. If no one's busting balls.
Yeah, because we don't have anything interesting to say.
No, dude.
Just funny.
And also, I was so funny because I was hunched over, pissing myself, and I looked horrible. I could barely. I was on oxycodone, which I just flushed down the toilet. Actually, I flushed down the pills.
Okay,
rude. I know. My brother was a big proponent of that. He's really anti that.
He's anti-oxycodone?
Yeah, dude. All that pain med, he's like, whenever I have my surgeries, I don't take. My family has a lot of surgeries.
Yeah.
to the point where we're against oxycodone.
When I get my surgeries. Well, everyone does their surgeries a little different, I suppose.
We really do. I mean, there's been a lot of chopping us up.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah,
are, refurbished. You're a refurbished family.
Yeah, we are, dude. Yeah, we are. But I think the part that I was we'll save it for the podcast weeks ago or whatever, that I thought is when I woke up, they put me in a jock strap.
Yes.
And that was the thing I wanted to save. And no one no one has explained to me why.
Yeah, did you try Googling it?
No, I don't. It seemed purely aesthetic.
Yeah.
It seemed like I was knocked out, and one of the doctors was like, you know what, he would look good in. It was
like they had you in boxers at first, and they're like, it's not quite right.
No, truly. I also it was on. I don't they had to lift me.
And they grabbed positioned it.
Yeah, dude. It was tight in there. It looked like It looked like Calvin Klein. Like it looked like it was like yeah, dude. But my body did not give off Calvin Klein model.
Even the Calvin Klein models have some impressive junk.
Yeah.
So if you're saying
it was impressive. Actually, it was pretty scared after that.
Yeah.
It was pretty scary.
A lot of balls.
A lot of balls. Man. And yeah, because you wake up and you're so disoriented and you're so like, what just happened? And I remember I was like, oh, that's right. I had surgery and I looked down. And I was just, what is happening today? And then Eric Walsh is there. Oh my God. But it went well.
Obviously, we didn't get to see the jockstrap.
Yeah.
You didn't like check it out, but we did get some peeks. Like every time we would lower you into the bed and you'd slide back, your pants would pretty much come off.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. No, I knew it was happening. I was catching a lot of air.
Yeah.
Oh man. How was that experience on your end, taking care of me?
It was good, man. It definitely changed my view of you. I lost a lot of respect for you.
Yeah, I gained a lot of respect for you.
That's where my respect for you went transferred to you, and you brought it right back to me.
Yeah, dude.
Although that reminds me, today at work, there's this new guy at work who like is just talking to me, and he was asking me questions about comedy, and he knows who you are just because of we were talking about you in the break room, and he was asking. I was telling him about Goon to a Goblin.
Yeah.
And anyway.
Hell yeah.
So he literally will like ask me questions like, he's like, does Max do like that? Some guy who doesn't know. But today,
that's awesome.
He asked me, he was like, who's funnier, you or Max? And that's a real, that's a question a comedian would never ask another but it just was like, you got to sit there and I paused and I was like, I'm like, he's funnier than me. And then I'm like, I don't know if I believe that when I say that, like, just because it's like, it's a question I've literally never considered.
Right.
Well, but you like
because the thing is in order to be any good, you have to think you're the funniest.
Yes.
Like you have to. Like I think I'm funnier than everybody.
Yes.
You have to. Like,
yes.
But it's also very that's very rude.
It's very rude, and I truly do not compare myself like that. I'm never like. That was the first time I ever considered the question, to be honest.
Yeah.
And it was like, it felt wrong for me to be like, I'm funnier than him. But it also felt wrong to say you're funnier than me.
Dude, I wake up every day and go, I'm funnier than David.
Yeah.
Walk out of the house.
That's your little affirmation.
Yeah, dude.
You look in the mirror, you're funnier than David.
That's awesome.
And then you kiss it.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. I would love to go back to that Trader Joe's and then just walk in and he's like, he's Max.
No, it's so fun. Well, because I was telling him too, he was like, what, I said, because I was like, you must have started shortly after he left. And then it came up, I was like, how you put in your 2 weeks, and they were like, nah, we're good.
Truly.
You might be one of the only employees in history that put in 2 weeks, and they were just like, "No, today
you can go."
Yeah,
that was one of the greatest talks I've ever had. They were like, if you want, you can you're good. I was like, oh,
you don't even have to.
I'll go say some goodbyes.
You don't even have to finish his register hour if you don't want
to. Oh my God. Oh, that's fun. I haven't been back there in a while, dude.
I mean, your legendary status there, like David, the new guy, is like, he's literally talks about. He's like, so like Max, how long has Max been doing comedy?
Wait, his name's David.
Yep,
wow.
Another David.
Wow.
Except he's really tall and black.
Oh,
and cool,
okay.
Young. He's got a
ear
piercing.
A lot of comment. A lot.
Yeah.
Well, this is cool. This is if you want to know who's funnier between the two of us. I was walking around McCarran Park yesterday, and a guy came up to me and was like, "Did you just do stand up in San Diego?" And this happened yesterday. I was like,
whoa.
"Oh yeah." He's like, "I just moved here, man. You're very funny." I was like, "Oh, thanks, man." So that's across the country. The recognition is pouring in.
Dude, you've got fans, man. I've only ever been recognized for stand up once, and I was like, "I hope you enjoyed it," and they were just like.
wait, how did this? Did they talk to you? Did
Yeah,
they come up to you and they're like, "We saw you did stand up"? There was nothing, no follow up.
No, it was at work.
Oh,
It was at work. It was a customer I was paired with, and they're like, "Do you do stand up?" I'm like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Oh, I saw you at whatever, blah blah blah," and I'm like, "Oh, I hope you liked it," and they're just like,
Dude. I mean, the best one I ever had was the best one I had was at work when I was at Trader Joe's, and I was putting bananas on the banana stack. If you don't know, I don't want you guys to get lost in the lingo. That's when we take the bananas and we put them on the display.
"Yeah, stack them."
Stack them. A woman came up to me because she was at the Don't Tell they had at our house. And she came up to me. She was like, "I've been to your home." And I was like, "What?" I was like, and it all clicked.
An alarming thing to say.
Yeah, so scary. Wait, all right. Wait, speaking of, you were about to tell me something out there. What happened?
Oh, yeah, about work, because we were talking about our security. First, we were talking about how Hannibal Buress came to my job today. And he got, and I made a joke about that he was stealing, and the security guards came. It was really hilarious. You guys should have been there to hear that joke. But, and that reminded me of something that happened post your departure, that it was a pretty big event. I'm surprised I never told you about this, but there was we have fine security guards over at our grocery store. Yes,
only the best,
the best and the brightest, might I say,
and the deeply religious.
Yes, yes, it's our security guards are the best and brightest that Haiti had to offer. They're all Haitian.
They're all Haitian.
Every single one of them is Haitian
or Latina. There was one Latina there.
He got kicked out for being crazy, right?
Did he? No, there was a Latina. Was there not?
Oh,
there was one.
She must have died. I don't know. I haven't seen her.
The rest are Haitian.
The rest are the survivors
are
Haitian. And I'm always like, "Suck in love," which means "what's up" in Creole.
Oh,
yeah. No, there's a lot of Haitians where I'm from too.
Okay. No,
so I'm.
I only yeah.
Any hoozle. I'm the one of the secure. So I'll just tell the story from my perspective. Came off of lunch and I was walking to register and I'm looking and there's a little space in between the escalators that's kind of like it would be like a really great slide for a family of mice,
Yeah.
And I see shrimp sliding down it. Just sort of I'm like, what the hell? Like what's going on here? And it was also strange because the escalators, were closed. Like they were like shut down. They were not working. They were non-operational. Kaputs, gone, out of there. They were broken. Anyway. And I look up and like just everyone seems in a panic or whatever. And I was like, and then the security guard's walking down the broken escalator and he's like, "God damn it. What the fuck?" Like whatever, just mad. And then like I'm like, "What happened?" And they were like, "Someone tried to steal shrimp," and the security guard followed them up the escalator and started fighting them.
Good
for the
for the $3 shrimp.
Okay, no, these were actually Argentina langoustines.
Oh, that's worth fighting.
Yeah,
for.
No. And they were fighting over it, and it was like a movie. The bag broke open.
Okay.
And the shrimp flew everywhere. Some of them slid down the slide, and then they left. And then the shrimp burglar came back later and was like, "Where's my bag? I need my fucking bag!" Like he lost his bag in the brawl.
In the brawl, okay.
And then we returned the bag to them.
Wow. What time of day was this?
This must have been like
early afternoon.
Yeah, probably. I'm gonna say noon. Actually,
I mean, the most shocking part about that story is that our security did something.
Yeah,
because that's
he stood up. He stepped up.
Because people, I don't. They have to steal all the time. I mean, there's no enforcement at that place.
It's our policy is basically like it's all right if you steal.
Yeah, we're not gonna.
Because there's like one thing about Trader Joe's. We have no cameras.
Yeah, dude. We have no.
You're allowed to put stuff in your bag, and you only got to take out some of it. That's basically.
Yeah, unless it's shrimp.
You just be a little more sneaky, honestly. Oh, here's the other thing: is like, the other rule I shouldn't have said where it is, but the other rule is
At this local grocery store.
at this local grocery store, return anything, no receipt.
Yeah, dude.
Which there's people who just take shit off the shelves and is like, I'd like to return this.
Absolutely. And you can tell. But it's like, I'm not gonna.
I'm like, yeah, fuck it. You want to grab a few more things to return?
My favorite thing was always like, you're supposed to check the IDs when someone's buying alcohol of anyone who looks like they might be over 35.
Under.
Excuse, yeah, correct. I mean, it's old as hell.
Sorry. I just gotta I gotta know what you are.
But first of all, there are people that do that. Like an elderly man, and they'll be like, "Can I see your ID?" And the guy's like, "What are you?" Like they get upset. No, I kind of get. I get upset. I'm like, "What are we doing? Like, what? This guy's getting 4 beers. He's 72."
There's one lady in particular that does that, and it irks the hell out of me. I just hear, and I'll turn around, and I'm like, "You're okay? You want him to?" I think he left it in his walker. Okay,
yeah, like it's gonna be okay. Well, the thing, and this is what I always thought was so funny about that practice, though, is you're supposed to, anyone that looks like they're under the age of 30, which the law is 21, by the way. I don't know why we're hunting for 35. It should be like, do they look under 21? Because that's illegal.
Yeah.
But the thing is they're like, why did you not ask? Like the idea of like someone's like, that man looks like he's 32. Why'd you not ask for his ID? Oh, because he was 11 years older than the limit. Like I can do the math.
Well, they do some. It's you just gotta check. Like I think there's probably nobody under 21 that looks like they're over 35, but there definitely are people that are under 21 that look like they could be like 27 or so.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Well,
right.
Not to shit on your thing, but this makes me think because I was looking at this comics that we know's Instagram and one of their videos like did pretty well, and it's funny because obviously we're all hoping for whatever video we post to blow up,
right?
But in comes some crazy comments, and there was one. It was Ethan Mead. It was his video,
sure,
and it was in the video. He gets like says I'm 26, and someone wrote, "If that N-word's 26, I'm 13." It's one of the meanest. Like he was hoping that video, and then that it's the most upvoted comment.
It's at the top of the cream of the crop.
Has nothing to do with it. Just one line he probably didn't even think about recording. Like that sucks.
Oh, dude. I mean, his video. That dude's so funny though.
He's hilarious.
Crack me up.
He's hilarious.
He posted something about like it was something about I don't know. It was either it was Chapel Roan. It was his Instagram story. It was her saying, "I'm not single," and then he just posted that, and it was, "Who the fuck cares?" I was like, I love that he's. But that was the other thing about my last little thing about this ID thing that upsets me or whatever is because
we only got 1 bar of battery.
Okay, should we pause?
Yeah, let's switch out the batteries.
Can I finish this?
Yeah. Finish it.
This is ID, and then we can pause it. The thing that upsets me, the whole reason you check the ID, right?
Yeah,
is to make sure you're not selling it to people under the age of 21. Like that. Yeah. But they never taught us what a fake ID looks like. Not one time are you. So it's literally, do you have an ID?
Yes.
Like that's the whole thing. It's not like, is this an actual ID?
And I'll be honest, I don't even know what year. I have no clue what year you're even supposed to be born in to be 21.
We could put that together. 2004, brother. Isn't that a trip?
Okay, yeah.
Isn't that a trip?
I've definitely given some alcohol to some 2006s.
You imagine just says he's 18.
I'm just. I just read. I look at the ID. I check the year, and if it's not like 2012, then I let it ride.
I mean, no, dude. I literally go. They hand me an ID. I go, okay, you have an ID. Like I'm not.
Yeah.
All right, we can pause. All
right, we're back.
Don't say it. Don't say it. You jerk. Oh God. I knew it as soon as it went off the hand. I guess that's how clapping works, but
We all just want to be big rock stars.
stars.
Living hilltop houses, driving 15 cars.
You know, that's your song of the summer.
It is. That song, they played it.
Starting in March, that was your song of the summer.
I'm early. I'm ahead of schedule. And this is what I'm trying to be on top of things this summer.
Have you listened to it every day?
Yeah, of course.
How many times a day?
I mean, it's not a standardized thing. Probably at least 3.
Okay. Do you think come into the year Spotify rap, that's going to be your number one song?
I don't know. Who knows what's going to be the song of the winter, but song of the summer and song of the fall, I mean, shit. But
you think it's going to dwindle?
yeah, for sure. I'm
Okay.
going to get sick of it. Like anything, I find something I really love, I overdo it, I get sick of it, and then I will find it again years later.
Yeah, it's okay.
But no, that song, I love that song for many reasons. That it has the funniest lyrics
It does.
of all time. Like,
Something about getting pizza for free because they sign autographs. I remember that.
he's like, yeah, get the meals for free, and then because there's a voice in between.
Yeah.
That says, like, tell me which one. When that part when he goes, we sign autographs so we could get our meals for free. The guy goes, I'll have the quesadilla.
Yeah. It is like white people at but just
Yeah.
white guys going quesadilla.
It's his ad libs. He's like, all right.
Yeah.
That is white people ad libs.
That's white people.
He's got that. Another funny lyric is he goes, he goes, well, this one's not that funny. He's talking about what he would do to be a rock star, and he goes, I'd even cut my hair and change my name,
Mm-hmm.
which, okay, change my name. You got to fill out a form or whatever.
Yeah.
But cut my hair. He's like, I'd get a fucking haircut.
for this.
How bad do I want it?
I'd get a haircut.
Break out the 4 guard.
Oh, I saved a dog today. I caught a dog.
Wow,
I caught a dog. Yeah. I saved one.
that's amazing.
Saved one.
Did you feel like a rock star?
I felt like a good Samaritan. I felt like a good guy. I was walking back with my sheets. I got new sheets. So this is say goodbye to these fans. We're changing it up. But I was walking back with my sheets and this woman was like, "Stop running! Stop running!" And I was like, "I'm going at a pretty reasonable pace." And then I look behind me and there's this little thing with the leash and this woman, she's one of those where she was like in flip-flops and holding her coffee and sunglasses on and like the Yankee cat, and she was like, "Could you help me? Could you grab?" And I just grabbed this dog. I'm like, "Here you go." I was like, I don't know if you're suited for this.
You saved the day.
I saved the day. It was pretty heroic.
Was she hot?
I mean, that was, I'll tell you this, man, that was a pretty major turnoff.
Yeah.
You don't see that happening. You're like, that woman's a winner.
Losing your dog is an ick for you?
Yeah, dude. I guess that is. I don't, dude, yeah. The little dog in the first place, that's an ick. The little dog, that is something that I don't care for. And then if you can't even wrangle it.
A dog in general, man.
The dog injury. That is very true. A woman with a dog, you're probably in a relationship. You're probably living together. I feel like that's a lot of them, right? I feel like a lot of... that's what I've just presumed. I've never asked any of them. I see a lot of women with dogs. I'm like, I bet she has a nice boyfriend. That is always my first thought. I've never... Should we ask? Should I make that inquiry next time? Like that.
So that
What's
lady,
his name? And she's gonna be like, Rufus. I'm like, no, you're.
That's good. That's a good joke.
It's not gonna make it to the act.
It's right here.
Did we yeah, that was there.
What's my dog note?
No, your boyfriend.
She's like, Rufus.
Oh. What's the dog's name?
See, you ruined it there.
I know. What, dude? That's what I've been doing with my bits. I'm like, that's a funny thought, and then I've just ruined it by thinking about it too much.
Yeah,
it's been driving me up a wall.
No, it's
believe it or not, I'm an overthinker.
Yeah. Well, that's what you get into this business is you think a lot,
Oh God.
and some of it's funny,
And then you ruin it.
and most of it's self-doubt. And most of people assume, I like look in the mirror a lot. Like if I'm passing a building that has a reflection,
All the time.
I'm
Dude,
looking.
Thank you for saying all the car windows.
Yes.
Always.
Anything that's even kind of like there could be a pool of blood on the ground, and I'm like checking.
1,000%.
I have to see it.
I love after it rains.
Oh, because you could act like you're looking down, but you're just seeing yourself
Everywhere. Yes.
No, and people, I've gotten called out for that before, and like people are like, "Oh, you're so vain," and it's like,
Yeah.
if you knew what was going on inside my head, it's just I'm looking in the mirror and it's like, kill yourself, kill yourself, kill yourself. It's not vanity. I'm just like checking to make sure it's still not good. Every time I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh God, no.
Well, I have a mirror now, dude. That was a big move because I was like, I can't. There were literally times when I was like, I gotta get dressed up,
Yeah.
and I would like put something on and run out to look at a car.
Yeah.
Be like, all right, this works.
No, yeah, it's true. I have a mirror now as well. I used to at my old place. I did not have a mirror.
Mm-hmm.
There was like the bathroom mirror was so high up, you just got neck and head basically.
Sure.
So anytime I left the house, I'm like, I'm just gonna assume this is good.
I never got hip under. So
Yeah.
I knew what the shirt situated, but I never knew.
The full length mirror. And now, do you want? Because there's some mirrors are better than others. There's some mirror every time you look in it, you're like, damn, I look good.
Yeah.
And then there's another mirror where there's sometimes you could see your reflection in a door.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
the one door you look good, and then you cross over and see that other door, and you're like, let me go back
Sure.
on the left.
Yes. Yeah, let me go back to that door got my angle.
Yeah, I like that door.
Uh-huh.
I don't like this door.
I don't know if I'm trying to. What would be my favorite mirror situation? I think I have to just shave. I think that bathroom mirror is my best mirror.
Yeah.
That one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude. That one. I look better than I do in this long one.
Yeah.
That one catches. This one catches too much of my hips.
You don't. Oh yeah, no. You're more about You're more about.
More
What's your frame?
my frame. Thank you for remembering.
Yeah.
Oh man. What else is
And you
there?
get a weak access point.
I do have a weak access point.
I mean, can I just say because
Please.
I mean I don't. It kind of feels like the time has passed, but my favorite thing about the rock song Rockstar. I know we passed it, but you jumped off it quick. You jumped from.
I don't know any of the lyrics.
Well, I was gonna tell you.
Tell it.
You didn't
please,
need
dude.
to know.
I'm sorry. I took it away. Please go.
It went to, and it was it felt. What was funny about it is you went, and I was like, I'd get a haircut, and you were like, yeah, I saved the dog today. I was like, God, I didn't get to say my favorite thing, but it would have been insane for me to be like, hold on.
It is what you. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
No,
It's,
I'm
the
sorry,
dog
dude.
was-
David. I'm sorry. I should have pulled the dog thing back.
Listen, anytime we're talking about Rockstar,
Yeah.
and I don't mean every subject, but just when we're talking about Rockstar,
Budget.
go ahead and go. Are we done with Rockstar?
Yeah, dude, budget 10 to 15.
I was just talking to Ryan about it
Sure.
and he was saying he thought there's one lyric where he says, hang out at the coolest bars in the VIP with the movie stars, and Ryan thought he was saying hang out at the coolest bars in the VIP with the Goo Goo Dolls. You know that band?
I called him. Because I remember we were outside once, all kicking, and I called them the Go-Go Dolls.
Oh yes,
And you guys ripped into me for such wrong
course.
words.
You forgot about two O's.
Yeah, dude. I was like, well, in my head, I was like, there's no way a band would name themselves the Goo Goo Dolls. I was like, that's stupid. Obviously, it's the Go-Go.
No, thinking why are you acting like Go Go is so much better than Goo Goo?
It is.
You're acting like Go Go is superior.
It is. It's more sophisticated.
It's not.
It is.
It's Goo Goo Dolls.
Mhm.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Go Go Dolls never wrote a little song called Iris.
Oh my, that's that's a good one.
Anyway, but I mean, just what was really funny about it, that what Ryan was saying, was that it's really funny imagining like Nickelback really looks up to the Goo Goo Dolls. Like they're like talking about what it's like to be a rock star, and they're like, we're hanging out with the Goo Goo Dolls. We finally achieved our dream
in the coolest bar.
Yes.
Oh man.
And I was watching. Okay, we're not done.
Dude, I will not move from this topic. I promise you, I will not move from this.
I'll tell you when you have permission to move on.
Good.
I saw you thinking about something else. I need your
I'm
full.
only thinking about something else.
I want your full,
of course,
undivided attention. Okay, what did I just say?
You want my full undivided attention.
Before that,
Oh.
about Rockstar by Nickelback.
By Nickelback. Do you know the name of the album it's on?
No.
No.
I just know Rockstar.
Yeah.
I mostly just know
I think
Rockstar.
there's a car driving in it.
Yeah, no, you're right.
For
And I
sure.
think it's shaped like a star.
Is it actually?
Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to see. You get the little logo on the Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, in the music video, for that part where there's the ad-libs,
Okay.
it's the guy that they have saying it is one of the guys from ZZ Top.
Oh.
And he says all the ad-libs except for the quesadilla part. And it felt like he was like, I'm not.
No, dude. Who did
I don't-
Quesadilla on?
Paul Wall.
Pete Wall?
With a big grill. So he's like, I'll have the quesadilla. And he goes, ha ha, with his grill
Oh
showing.
my goodness.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. We may now move on. We have now concluded our rock star.
It would have been insane if you had sipped water and then been like, we're holding
I was just like... But the most important thing about Rockstar
oh
is
man,
the friends we've made along the way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Should we just wrap it up?
We can wrap it up. I mean, is there anything? Do you have any like fears you want to talk about, or your favorite sidewalks, or
I guess
last time you saw a great terrier?
a gray terrier.
Great. Or a gray one. But no, actually, no, I don't even want to hear about a gray one. I want to hear about a
Yeah,
gray
fuck that
one.
shit.
I don't want to hear a great.
Greatness.
If you have a gray terrier, I couldn't care less. Or just yeah. God, I'm rusty. I'm hernia free though. That's big, dude. That's
They
big
took
for the
the hernia
pod.
out of you.
They took the hernia right out
And
of
you
me.
had a weird call with the doctor right before. You had
I
an
had a-
ominous phone call with a doctor the day before the
I
surgery, right?
did, dude. It was really not inviting. Yeah, he was very unprofessional. He called me at night.
At night?
At night. Yeah, he called me they were like, he'll call you tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, I thought you said he called you a night.
Oh, that'd be so cool, dude.
He's like, "What's up, night?"
What's up, night? My liege.
That'd actually be. We should add that,
Dude,
We
what's
got
up-
dog. We got homie. We
What's
got whatever.
up, night?
What's up, night?
Oh, that's so cool.
It's so close to the N word.
Oh, that's so not where
What's
I
up,
was
my
going.
night?
What's up, man?
What's up, my night?
What's up, my night? Oh, dude. That's gonna go mainstream.
Yeah.
At least in our stream.
Let's claim it.
Well, I mean, that's your claim. That's
Well, your doctor
claim.
really
Yeah.
earned it.
But wait, we're doing KN, right?
Yeah.
We're not.
Yeah. No.
We're not like, what's up, night?
What's up, Dawn? That's close to dog. What's up, Dawn? No, it's night. Of course.
Uh-huh.
What's up, my knighted fellow?
Oh, that's a great question. That's a great question. Thank you for letting me think of it. Thank you for putting that. In medieval times.
Yeah.
Wait.
Everyone's going, what happened with the doctor? But it's fine.
Oh, should I talk about that?
Well, I want to
called
hear
me-
your medieval times question.
Well, first of all, medieval. This is just coming. Is that whole period evil times? And knights are like the middle of it. Is that evil times?
No, well, it's not spelled the same way.
What? It's not MID evil.
No, I don't think so. I feel like there's an extra I. It's like
Where?
EVIEL.
Oh, but regardless, really?
I think so.
No. But
There's some people that are going,
EVL?
these guys are fucking
Is
retarded.
it is it is it medieval?
Medieval?
Yeah. Medieval. Yeah.
Medieval.
Medieval. Like marijuana. Medieval. Wait. I stand by my original point though. So the whole time period from like that to that is evil times, and that's sound medieval.
There was some evil shit going on.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Like if it was like if someone said in the mid 20th century, that's like the 1950s. Medieval. It's the middle of the. That's a good point. That's
Evil
not getting
century.
the recognition.
No, I'm sorry.
It's wrong.
Wait. Okay. I'm sorry. How should I be recognizing
I
it?
have no idea.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be you. You be me, and how I should have reacted. When we were in. Wait. Hold on. Wait just a second. I just thought. Hold on. It's
the pitch that hurts.
Is the medieval times? Is that whole time evil, and the knights are just in the middle of it?
Yeah. Okay. I guess, I'll admit that's not a layup.
I still want to know what I was supposed to do.
What? How has no one said that? Wait! And you spelled it right.
I totally get what you mean. How has no one said that? Hold on, write that down.
You do know how you're supposed to respond.
What?
Get the hell out.
I can't even believe I questioned whether you were funnier than me or not.
Oh God.
What was your question about the middle of the evil times?
That is the long form.
Yeah.
What? From the middle of the evil times. He was a king during the middle of the evil times,
which is one of the worst times to be a king.
Absolutely,
it sucks. Imagine just being like, "What year is it? Oh, we're in the evil times." Fuck.
Do you think we're near the end? No. Oh man, yeah, dude. I that. Long form is fun. He served during the middle of the evil times.
And what about fucking end evil?
Oh man, yeah. Now you get where I'm going. That is exactly what I wanted. That's exactly what I needed. That's exactly what I was looking for. The end evil times.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, end evil.
When the fuck was the evil times over?
Yeah, dude. That's a good question. I would guess maybe the 70s.
But you just said the 50s were the middle of the 20th. They were mid 20th century.
But it was a long period.
Yeah.
So it's mostly evil times.
You got to take the good times with the evil times.
Evil times it goes hard. Anyway,
it does suck.
Yeah, it does suck. That has to be the worst time to live is evil times.
For sure. They were like throwing people and have you heard of the metal bull? That form of torture. There was a lot of torture.
There was a lot of, and they didn't want any information.
No.
None of it was like, what do you know?
They were just like, that guy stole my tomato. Put him in the bowl.
Yeah. Are we gonna kill him? Yeah, it's gonna be horrific. It will way outdo the crime.
Someone's like, let's kill that guy, and then one guy's like, hold on now.
Hold on.
Let's take our time with this.
It was the only thing they were creative about.
Yes. That would be a good job back then, though. It's just the torture guy. Like, I just invented a new torture device.
It's one of the few things there was demand for.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And people would watch.
Well, that was my question, and that's how we get to that. I was gonna be like, in the middle of the evil times.
Yeah.
What job do you think you'd
have?
That was my question.
I'd probably be like I could see myself as a cobbler.
That's a good pick.
Yeah. I would like to be a cobbler. I'd like to make shoes and repair them and whatever. And don't worry, I'm going to return the serve because I want to know what you would be. But I also, can I tell you what I'd be really into though back then?
Yeah.
I would definitely close down shop for whenever they had one of the guy in the galleys, which is that wooden board where your hand and head goes through, and you're at the center of town.
You think you'd go watch a lot of executions?
Well, it's not. No, I don't mean it's not when you chop your head off. They just have you, like your head is in the board and the thing, and then they just have you at the center of town, and people like spit on you and throw tomatoes at you, and they're like,
"Oh, that's
you're
thing?
a piece of shit." Yeah,
I've never known. I thought that was only. Oh, they could just. Like
There's lesser
they
punishments.
Could time out with it.
There's lesser punishments.
Wow. Okay, I did not know that. And you would like to go?
I'd like to berate somebody who committed a crime, and we should bring that back. Honestly,
you think?
Yeah, that's what Luigi.
Sure. We should get it. We should. Town squares would be fun to have again.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I gotta. You know about the bull, the metal bull?
No.
Just to tell you real quick what it is a metal bull.
Right.
That can fit a human inside of it.
Sure.
And they light a fire underneath it.
Oh, is it boiling?
And it just gets so hot. You're just touching. You're naked in there too.
Yeah, that seems like how they'd approach it.
And they have air holes through the nose so that the fucking the steam comes out the bull's nose like he's like raging mad.
Oh.
They were creative.
They were really creative. I mean, I've been watching a lot of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
They do a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of that. I'd be a blacksmith.
You would think that you would be a blacksmith.
Dude, don't do that.
I mean,
don't do that.
I'm just saying that's such a cocky position.
No,
you're just shy of king.
That's so not shy of king. First, there's bishops and rooks. And
knights.
Queens and knights. I didn't say knight. I did not say.
You're one pawn ass motherfucker.
Dude, yeah, but a big blacksmith pawn.
Blacksmith is the coolest non-kingdom job. Can you admit that? Can you admit that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did. I would be doing better for myself medieval than currently.
Yes. You're the coolest.
Yeah.
The coolest person.
Yeah, because I went on adventurous enough to work in the ship area, because that's a lot of the other jobs. A lot of them were ship based.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be too scared of the high seas and the low seas.
I'd man a catapult.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You don't get catapult. You don't get to just.
You don't think it's a specialized?
I tell you what, though, if we were soldiers, though, I think both of us would be archers. I don't think either of us have that frontline energy.
No.
I think you and I would be talking a lot of shit back there, trying to just missing.
We'd be like wearing a hat with a feather sticking straight up, and we'd be carrying 2 staffs.
Wait, are we the flag guys?
Yeah.
So everyone knows what team they're on.
Yeah. What about this guy that reads the scroll?
I don't think either of us would be that educated.
No. No. Oh, we do not know how to read.
That's a big deal back then.
Yeah, it is. You're right. We do not know how to read.
What
What about the jester, the court jester? That's.
I see myself more as a blacksmith.
Yeah, I know you do.
Yeah.
I know you have a pretty high opinion of yourself.
The highest.
What's the worst job in the medieval times?
Oh,
Shit shoveler.
Yeah, I mean, just like any entry level job. It's like any entry level military job, you're gonna get killed. Farmer, like those guys, all of Game of Thrones is just people killing farmers.
Really?
Yeah, either they're in the army and they get killed, or people just come to their town and murder them all the time.
That does. You are kind of it's now we consider our farmers to be like tough and whatever. In the middle of the evil times, all the farmers are like the biggest pussies ever. They're just weak, fucking.
Yeah, dude, they're not. I mean, they're just. There's just no law. Like, there's no law. So being out in the open around nothing, people will take advantage of that.
Yeah, and I'd take advantage of some sheep.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's okay. Okay.
I would definitely.
For sure. I think you'd be able to get laid in the middle of evil time. I don't think you'd have to go to sheep.
No, I wouldn't have to.
Oh, okay.
I just would.
So the only why
The only thing holding me back
right now
is our time period.
for sure, because we're out of the evil times.
Yes, and they still get down like that in some,
better
Arabic,
cultures. Oh,
Arab,
okay.
and it's not even like it's chill.
Yeah, it's
That's
not,
just like kind of it's a rite of passage as for a young boy. If you live in and I'm not like talking like fucking Libya.
I assumed.
I'm not talking a big city. I'm talking backcountry. I'm talking the farmers and shit.
Right. Not the metropolitan areas of Libya.
No. Yeah. If you and your boys are like, what should we do? Let's go draw in the cave again.
Yeah.
You're fucking a sheep.
Yeah, okay. You've lost me on this, but
Sorry.
I think we've had a lot of fun today.
Should we just delete this episode?
Don't say that.
It's so funny because 20 minutes ago, we were like, I guess we should just end it. We made it through that. We made it through that.
All right, baby boy.
All right.
Anything else?
No. I guess
It's good to be back.
Yeah, it's good. Everyone, Bungie Man abandoned us. Bungie Man has not commented. And I gave him a specific shout out in the last episode.
Yeah. Please
So-
come back.
We need you.
We need you.
We have 24 subscribers
Woo!
on YouTube. Yeah.
Help us get to 25, everyone.
Everyone. All of you.
All 24 of you.
We just need one person to make a fake account.
Yeah. That'd be cool. All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Thanks.